If you're someone who's afraid of losing people or afraid of making changes, stick around. I'm going to share something that might help you. My name is Tracy, and I work with clients to see a relevant past life, and then we talk to their higher self to get answers to every question they have about their life. In a recent session that I had, my client said she's scared to lose people, to the point where she's afraid to even move or make changes in her life. When I dug into it a little bit further, her higher self said that she puts too much emphasis on attachments to other people. She puts too much of her happiness in them. She connects to them very deeply on the physical plane, so when they pass from this life, she has a huge loss. When I asked her higher self if she had a belief in separation, the answer was yes. So I asked her higher self, would it benefit her to have you download Creator's definition of connection into her and have her definition of connection match Creator's? And her higher self said, yes, it would be very helpful. Her higher self said, it looks like Creator reaching into my third eye and filling it with light. Then I asked her higher self if she would like this download. I know what it feels like. I know that it's possible. And I know that I am connected to everything and everyone, both on earth and in the spiritual plane at all times, with no exceptions. And her higher self said, yes, that would be very helpful. She said, it looks like tiny strings going from my body to everywhere, going out to people who have passed and connecting to their energy and feeling their energy around me like a big hug. Then I thought it might help for her to understand that she is whole and complete without other people. So I then asked her higher self to download Creator's definition of wholeness and completeness, and it did. And this is what her higher self said about that in reading from my notes. I see the universe, just many stars and planets all connected and making me feel connected to all of it, making me feel whole and loved. Then I said, can you download in her? I know what it feels like. I know that it's possible, and I know that I am whole and complete at all times, no matter who is in my life physically. Her higher self said, yes, it looks like my house is filled with people, with myself and other people, friends and people who I have made into my family. And even if someone is missing, it feels good. Even if they're not here and they've crossed over into the spirit realm, it still feels good. Then I asked, and this is something you can also do, can you take the energy from all of the photos and special things she has around her house that remind her of special people, gather up all that energy, squish it down into the size of a small ruby gemstone, place that gemstone with all those beautiful loving memories and energy smack dab in the center of her heart so she can carry that energy everywhere with her when she goes. Her higher self said yes, and that made her so happy.